And we are live. It's Friday. Good evening. How y'all doing in the midst of international breaks? Are we excited that we're actually having some break from news about Manchester United? No. There's got to be not one single day we get a break without having ESPN, Rob Dawson, and all them coming with the jabs and stabs and talking about Ten Hag's job not being safe. And there's some contradictory reports. And this Friday show, it's roasting show, where gloves comes up, Mick Ruby style. Sometimes it's like...
It's embarrassing. It's a disgrace. That's what it is, a disgrace.
And that's what it is. It's absolutely embarrassing disgrace. We got to call it out. We got to call a spade a spade. But before we do, there's one thing you should do, and that is this.
Now, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world
on MUFC Realist TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Mandalay Bay, Las Vegas, let's get ready to rumble!
God damn it, I'm live and I thought I would have a Friday off, but no. I actually went to the doctor earlier today, to the dentist, to pull a wisdom tooth. So if I do speak a little bit slurry, that is because the anesthetic is kind of falling off. But we have to do this. I made a video this morning, peeps, and, you know, I had enough. You got to draw the lines sometimes, and you got to read the room. And as a community, we're here to gather just to talk about it, you know, cool and composed. But a little bit with the roasting, rant and bant. You know, we're talking about the never-ending story about Ten Hag getting replaced by Southgate, including Potter, including De Zerbi, Thomas Frank, Thomas Tuchel, Julen Lopetegui, Zidane, Ruben Amorim, and Julian Nagelsmann, and every Tom, Dick, and Harry, and of course Jim Ratcliffe is determined to make this ambitious potential possible. But disappointment's key, blah, 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 blah. Rob Dawson's signature. God damn it. God damn you, Rob Dawson. How dare you, like Greta Thunberg is saying. How dare you? We know that you got banned from all the Manchester United presses. And here you are, spewing your gobshite all over it. Just take a chill pill, for fuck's sake. You know what? You and Mark Ogden, the same, the ESPN, what Stephanie Griffith. You stop watching them. Me too. They have an agenda, right? Steve Nicol, Craig Burley, all ex-Liverpool players. You know, there's not one single time you watch them when they do a post-match reaction when they're just totally slagging down United. And ESPN is the biggest sports network in the world. And I give my flowers to Steve Howson that did a video and called them out as well. But this is unacceptable, guys. This has to stop. Right? This is absolutely bullshit. This is nonsense. This is just pure journalism, including throwing in names in like Ange Postecoglou in the mix as well. Come on, man. What you smoking? Give it some, pass it on to me. Big up community. We got to talk about this, and we got to have a call-in show. So I want to hear your opinion as well, because at the end of the day, there's not much content going out there. Then, you know, it's clear and obvious that, you know, Ratcliffe is putting the, you know, best in class people, right? Including Dan Ashworth. You know, we're talking about Will Cox, head of the player development, head of recruitment. Most likely would be Julian Ward, ex-Liverpool. And that's about it, you know? That's about it. So why the hell would you then go and downgrade and put somebody like fucking Gareth Southgate in? I mean, come on. This is ridiculous, to be honest, right? Only to confirm later on that I salute Melissa Redding here. Right? Melissa speaks sense. Would any of other top clubs looking at him this summer? Would Liverpool hire him? Would Bayern Munich hire him? And if so, why? Why? Exactly, Melissa. Why? Melissa, I love Melissa Redding. She speaks sense. And she's always asking good questions in Ten Hag's presses. But Ten Hag and Manchester United banned certain journalists, which is, I mentioned a few, one of them there, and including Samuel Lockhurst, right? And if you look how this story started, right, it is absolutely driven by Ogden and Dawson from ESPN. And what is the common denominator? They got bloody banned from the presser, all right? It's like you're dealing with a couple of teenagers, right? They didn't get picked to play in the, the first team, and now they're going to slag off the coach for it. This is absolutely laughable, guys. 100% laughable, right? And then you got to go, but, just came in as well to say, screw you, right? Erik Ten Hag is to remain as Manchester United manager until the end of the season, with the Dutchman so far impressing Sir Jim Ratcliffe, according to Jamie Jackson. And then Alex Turk comes on just now to say incredible amount of talk about the managerial appointment that is never going to happen in a million years. Come on. Too many United fans enjoying wasting their time stressing about it. I swear, right? He swears. Now, this is where gloves comes off, right? Because what's it going to be? You have three respectable journalists to say no chance in hell. And then you have this prat coming here to still fueling that it's on, adding on a lot of names to the ring of fire. Now, what's you guys thinking? I mean, I called it. I think it's bullshit, to be honest. Big up Stephanie Griffith. Big up to you and the VAR rumors. We have Shay as well from Arsenal saying, well, even an Arsenal fan is here to say, big up Stephen Mick. Big up to you as well. Football Power Hour is here. What you saying? Big up, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Happy Friday. Yes, like and subscribe. This is very important. But also, guys, you know how I did a video about shadow banning and stuff like that? You know what? It's so important. Even if you subscribed, go and check that notification button, right? Check that notification and tick. It's a bell button. It says subscribe notification and allow all notifications. That means that you will never miss when we go live or upload a video. YouTube is a little bit funny right now. So it doesn't really matter. It's just subscribe. You have to hit that notification button. That makes a hell lot easier. So thank you for listening and take that in consideration. It only takes 1 minute of your time, and predominant users are watching on mobile. So check also your application status, your YouTube status, and allow YouTube to push notifications to you. So when we go live, you instantly go. When we do post that we are going live, you get a notification. So big up to you. Big up to Danny as well. What you're saying. Big up crew. Finally, I'm getting notifications. What you're saying. Well, good on you, bestie. You listened because I did post on the community how to do it. Kev McGee, what you're saying. Evening. Big up to you, Kev. Good evening. I thought I would not do this. I thought that I wouldn't entertain this, Kev. I still have a bloody toothache. I pulled a wisdom tooth. Got to be careful. Oh my God, I was numb. I couldn't speak. You know the feeling when they give you the anesthetics and you can't feel your lips and your nose is all gone, and it takes hours and hours until it's, easing off. It's a funny feeling, right? So here I am. The anesthetic is gone. A little bit of pain. You smashed that like, Pasha. Good stuff. Thank you for smashing the like. What you saying, mental ball game? Good evening to you as well. Good evening, mental ball game. How you doing? Who else do we have here? What you saying? What you are saying? 16 likes. What you saying here? Well, Southgate, according to Danny B, should have Euro, at least one World Cup already in the bag. He's winging it, Mick. There's better coaches in Division 2. Yes, true. His coaching staff are carrying him. So this is, I think this is kind of deliberately smeared out. You know what I mean? I even had a theory this morning to say that this is so typical Manchester United PR, right? Because there's been a lot of noise around Ten Hag. But ever since we won against Liverpool, right? There was silence from the media. Nobody had anything to say. You switched on ESPN, they still have to find a little bit of negativity there. But it only took 2 days until the knives were out again to making up these bullshit stories, right? See, as an editorial, once you started on something, you will not back down. You will double down, right, to prove a point. And it's like domino effects. You started to report this, then everyone is jumping on the bandwagon, but you haven't really seen Fabrizio Romano or anyone else entertaining this. And I said to myself, this is bullshit. I'm not going to entertain it. But here I am, because I'm tired of media dragging our club and badge through the mud. They've been doing it for years. Now we're seeing that finally the leaks are about to stop. Even the same outlets reported earlier today that the players prefer Southgate, which was absolutely bullshit. The players said, we prefer Southgate to manage England, not Manchester United. So you see what I'm saying here? You got to call it out, right? You have to. As a true Manchester United fan, we care about the club. I know this season hasn't been the best, but the win against Liverpool was a step towards the right direction in terms of how we feel euphoric. We're allowed to be giddy. We're allowed to be happy because it's been a miserable season with injuries. But these bastards, they don't want to let us to be happy because they know where we are going. Everyone knows, even agents have been speaking to on the market. They say, Mick, you know what? If you get this right, the recruitment, the head of, the sporting director and everything, you are going to be a force to count with next season. And that brings me to the point that why would you sack a manager when you know that this is the window of opportunity? You know that Liverpool is looking for a new coach. You know that Ange Postecoglou Spurs are already establishing and they're going to kick on for top 4. You know that probably Arteta is going to also kick on for top 4. You're looking at Villa. I mean, we're looking at the top 4. We can't really speak for City because apparently this should be done by these 115 allegations of charges. There should be. So we don't really know. It's unprecedented. But it doesn't really make sense to rip up the manager, to start fresh, knowing that he's got 1 year left on his contract. You just go with what you got. Okay, reports came out today to say that he will have no veto power over recruitment. Good for him. Because he said in a press conference that I cannot do this by myself, right? I need help, right? You look at who he's been dealing with. Murto. Jesus Christ. Fletcher. Even worse. And Joel Glazer. Fuck me. No wonder you can't get shit done anyway. So with the right structure, Bob, Ten Hag can only focus to be a track coach manager. That's what his job's going to be. He will have a part in the recruitment by sitting in those meetings. This is what I believe. And this is what been reported in, I think it was in the Telegraph today. But this is just reports. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes. But one thing is for sure. He ain't going anywhere by the looks of it. Even Jamie Jackson is saying here today as well, Ten Hag is to remain as Manchester United manager until the last end of the season. And probably to the next season. They'll probably give him some backing in the summer, see how you can cook. If it doesn't work, sayonara. We don't have to pay out your contract. That's it. You stayed your 3 years. That's it. Anyway, I want to hear from you guys. What do you think? Ed, what you saying here? Duncan is here as well. What you saying here? Ed, Rushmano. Wow, Rushy. No, our flip-flop fan base. If Southgate wins on Euros, they will want him. Yeah. But can somebody tell me what Southgate actually has done in his career? And does it make sense? If you're Ineos, Brailsford, Omar Barada, you would look to appoint the best in class. Who is best in class next to Ten Hag? Is that Southgate? I don't think so. Is it De Zerbi? I don't think so. Is it Nagelsmann who's been out of job? Too unproven. If United is going for one of the elite top managers, there's only two that I can think of, to be honest. And one is 100% Zidane, but still a question mark of Zidane in my head because he doesn't really play youth. Zidane only plays like ready-made superstars, his tenure at Real Madrid when he won, I think it was 3 consecutive Champions League and 4 La Liga titles. It was just basically with superstar players, right? But I would like to see Zidane managing a team and a rebuild structure, and I don't think he can do that. So who can do that? Not many coaches around there. I don't think that Graham Potter is the right man. It's too big of a step. We saw what happened from when he stepped up from Chelsea to, from Brighton to Chelsea. It was totally pancake. Totally pancake. Speaking of Chelsea, the latest news is also they're facing some serious FFP breaches and potential relegation. New Stephen, what you're saying, Julian Nagelsmann, potentially, but still unproven. Still a little bit, he's young, but I don't want to have this conversation. I just don't feel that this is a conversation to be had because we don't know anything at the moment. And one thing for sure, we have 4 different journalists saying, he's safe. And then you still have the gravy train, the ESPNs, the Dawsons, the Ogdens, and Lockhurst, league specialist, driving the agenda. Cheers. So the question is, guys, what do you think? That's what matters in this community. I call it out bullshit, but I want to hear from you. What do you think? Let me know in the chat if you want to come in and have your say. Talk to me as well. Danny B, what you're saying? Unfortunately, I think Murta will be doing his thing and start of the window. I think we have to target players with a release clause because that's can't be negotiated anymore. Well, here's the thing, Danny. Prior to this makeshift of new sporting director and head of recruitment, the planning already takes place in December, right? They already set the targets already. So what you see here is something that's already been planned for, right? You can't consult Ashford because he still hasn't started his position as of yet. But in the background, you could probably have a secret conversation on my Barada and stuff like that. So what you see here, they are pushing Murta to travel around, Don't be lazy. Go out there, talk, do our dirty deeds. This is your list. This is what you're going to do. Just make it happen. And this is what I believe is happening at the moment. 24 likes, was Stephanie Griffith saying. Listen, this is chilled. 52 of you watching at the moment, tuning in. No news show is more of a fan forum debate show. What you think? Because at the end of the day, what you're saying, Rashmano, Ineos wants to appoint players as a structured decision, so the players coming in will be identified properly, which makes Erik Ten Hag's role much, much easier. And that's a very good point, Rashmano, because we haven't had that before, right? With the new establishment, they will pretty much establish this is the style of play that we want to play, right? This is the kind of players that we need in each positions. And this goes all the way in communication to the manager and the analysis to say, I need a center back. I need these traits or characteristics that can play this high press football, right? If it's high possession based football or counter-attacking, we need certain players that can do this. And then you develop a persona profile. And off you go, you take that away to the scouts and the recruitment, and they have a look at it, and negotiations, and boom, bada bush. Decision goes quickly. In the past, we didn't have that. We had 4 different layers of approval makers. But this time around, I hope we will see a swift turnaround. Players that have been linked to 100% in the center forward position. I've been banging my drum about Benjamin Sesko. He's a deal that the scouts at United are 100% sold on. 45 million release clause. They've been talking with him, with his agent, for the past 2 years. This is a deal that I think will happen, according to my opinion. I don't see the United going for the more experienced striker because Højlund is the main man. We just need to replace Højlund, rotate Højlund when he's injured. So what better way is to do it? To do something called like for like, right? Let's say if you drive your car and you blow out your right wheel tire, what you do, you just replace that tire with a similar tire, but with a different brand with the same attributes. You can still drive on and do your 200k on Autobahn. If you know, you know. In terms of centre backs, we spoke about this channel 100%, from Juventus, where Bremer, nailed on, looks like it, but also Braithwaite from Everton. So Everton is facing a tough time. Everton might be relegated. Everton might also be slapped with another FP breach, another points deduction, what I've been hearing. And in that case, United are looking at Braithwaite, actually looking at 2 centre backs, but also Amado, what do you call it? Onana, not the goalkeeper in that Onana, Amado Onana. I'm sorry, my anesthetic is still that's why I'm slurring, because I pulled a wisdom tooth if you missed the early of the show. Lucky Singh, how you doing? Lucky Singh, Southgate out 100%. Rajat, what you saying? Hi you, Mick. Hi to you. What you saying here? To keep Erik for another season makes sense until he sacks himself. True. He doesn't really have to sack himself. He can stay another season, and basically he has a say in this as well, right? Does he look like a man that's going to lose his job after the 4-3 victory, after going into the semi-finals at Wembley with playing Coventry? I wouldn't be giddy, but Coventry we should smack. We should actually get into the finals, and hopefully we will say this. We see a rerun of last year's final, Manchester City versus Manchester United derby. That'd be something. But this time with a revenge, of course, we're going to win. Hopefully. Wow. Oh, we have a new person that I haven't seen. Nugable, what are you saying? Kiera McKenna at Ipswich, back-to-back promotions, and was the brains of the operation when he was at United with Jose and Ole. Yeah, we're going to talk about that one. Good point there, because when Ole was in charge, part of the reason why he failed was that his coaching staff was also, how do I say, PA teachers, or is that the right word to say? They're all novice, they were all beginners. Kiera McKenna, was Ole, had old Mickey feeling, leaning on that brick wall, going to Carrington, getting free lunch. Nobody really knew. And then you had Darren Fletcher was appointed as well as a technical director, but nobody really understood why he was in charge of training or laying down the cones and stuff like that, and was called technical director. There was also Kiera McKenna, but what was the other chap's name? I keep forgetting. So they should have never given the job. And the Ole interview was kind of damning, because he called it, the whole process out, he called the Glazers out. And at the end of the day, they gave him the wrong players in terms of above his head with Cristiano Ronaldo. He knew that was his problem, right? And we saw what happened. So we're not going to go into that as well. But anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It's only me here talking to myself and to you. What you're saying here, mental ball game. I haven't seen a single United fan actually wanting Southgate. Total media gash and trash. Thank you, and I applaud you for that. That's what you are thinking as well. Barman, big up to see you here as well. Erik should have a say to be able to play his system. You spot on, Mick. Look, there is already a style of play, and you can always go down to academy, the under 18s and 21s. That style has already been implemented with academy. But we can have a discussion regarding the injuries. That's not excuse, but it actually is in a way, because you planned for certain players to be available, and you never in a million years in your mind expected half of your first team players would be injured, right? So you've been hopping on one leg playing survival football. You can't play that system when you don't have the personnel, right? The only time we played our system, arguably to say, was against the Liverpool. There was 3 matches before as well, but Liverpool, we saw the first 30 minutes. We shocked them because we played a high press football. We were pressing them very high. We created how do I say that? Boxes in the midfield and boxes up front and boxes from behind as well. So we caught Jurgen Klopp by his pants, you would pull down his pants pretty much. And he was surprised, and Liverpool players were surprised regarding the level of Kobe Mainoo, how good he was, right? When you say no style, and then Erik Ten Hag went all in, he gambled. He played 3 in the back. Jesus Christ. And played Harry Maguire on top. This was a game that I will never forget. That was a tactical madness, according to my opinion. Yeah, I hear you. Kevin Knights is here as well. Big up, Kevin. What you say? Media have been doing this for years. Don't matter if they've been speaking about sports, sports, wars, crime, or weather, they always have to push a narrative. And this saddens me today, Kevin, because just an hour ago there was some breaking news regarding some terror attack in Moscow. 40 injured and 100 wounded in a concert, open fire. I'm going to be careful what I say here because of the YouTube algorithm, but this madness never stops. What's going on down there in the Middle East is also something that I don't really support and don't really get. YouTube also is censoring freedom of speech and freedom of thought, and our channel has been shadow banned. We discovered that, and it is what it is. And it's hard to get out that black hole just because you said something in a live stream before. You mentioned some kind of name. You have bots now handling. You don't have humans. You have bots scanning your content, scanning your video, and flag, right? I did a separate video regarding this, but once you're in that hole, it takes forever to get out of it, right? It's sad state of affair, guys. It's sad state of affair. What you're saying, Stepen Welsh. Mick, question, when is Ashwood coming? You said it was done. Yes, 100%. It is done. It is done. It's not from Rio Ferdinand's phone book. But the thing is, it's all down to the club announcement, right? What you hear from the intermediates and the agents that are dealing directly with it, it's been completed, right? They've been solving the issues regarding, look, at the end of the day, right, there's certain things that I can tell you, there's certain things that I can't. And it's down to the club to announce it, right? So two that's nailed on is definitely Wilcox and Ashwood, right? So it's all about, paying Newcastle out 10 million, and the remaining 5 goes to his pocket because that is the compensation that he's been losing out. And media is catching up to it, but it comes down to the club announcement. And I don't understand why they haven't announced, because they have the deal is done in principle already. And that is all I can say. I made a report from credible sources that works very close with the Ashwood himself and Newcastle, and I trust my sources. So at the end of the day, it's a done deal, just waiting for the club to be announced. That's all I can say. Then it's up to them to announce. Big up for you, Shesko and Giroud, what you're saying. You are driving for Giroud. Giroud is not a bad call if he's on free to come play for us for 1 year. Yeah, but then we're going down that Weghorst route again, are we? Is it going to be a loan or permanent signing? That's the thing. Xerxes, maybe. Yeah, Xerxes is also one of the targets, but I think Genoa is wanting silly money for him, and we can only go what Sir Ratcliffe, he was saying in that Sky Sports interview, that we are not going to buy the Mbappe. We are looking to find the next Mbappe. So you look at Benjamin Sesko. This guy is predicted to be the next, let's say, how do I say? I wouldn't say Ronaldo, but the next star. Like, there's going to be 3-star strikers, what they're predicting, and that is Haaland, of course, he's already up there, Højlund, and Benjamin Sesko. And Sesko is available for 45 million in release clause, and this is something appealing to the club. So you wouldn't go out and spend 150 or 100 million for a striker. Those days are gone. The Galacticos signings are gone. I think the only one that can do it is Real Madrid. Still. Anyway, big up to you. And if you want to come in and have your say, guys, I will talk to me. What are you thinking? I'm catching up with the chat. I'll paste the link here. I will invite you. Come on, talk to me. It's Friday after all. Tell me what you're drinking. Lisa, I haven't seen you for a long, long time. How you doing, Lisa? How's Denmark? I'm going to paste the link here. Come in and have a chat. Here you go. Boom. Friday. There you go. Come in, talk to me, guys. Let me know your thoughts and feelings regarding the media. What do you think? Does it have legs, or do you think it's just what I said, BS? Stop it now, right? It's getting boring, right? It's international break. There's nothing to write about, and you still have to drive this bullshit story, to be honest. ITNT, what you're saying here. Man United is going nowhere with the league competing and UCL to 4 years to come, to stay alert and calm my peeps. Yes. Sorry, mate, I'm still on anesthetics. Like you're seeing, you're fuming. I can see that. 41 likes, people. 41 likes. Can we get up to 100 likes? Can we? That would make my day. I wasn't really planning to do a stream today. I was feeling a little bit doozy, woozy. You know, how do you know? You know when you've been to the dentist and you had all these anesthetics in your mouth and you just like, it was a funny feeling. Anyway, but I'm here because I love you guys. I want to talk to you. Sesko is not a star. No, Ivo, he's not a star yet. Overhyped trash. Oh, that's what you're saying, but that's your opinion. I wouldn't say that. I've been scouting him for 2 years. No one else is after him. That's a true lie, Ivo. Just Chelsea's after him, Arsenal's after him, and Spurs is after him. Go read the reports. But, you know, that's your opinion. I wouldn't say he's trash. His outputs, if you look at it, the stats is the same as Højlund this season. You know, 7 goals, 2 assists. And how many minutes did he play? You tell me, coming off the bench. But that's my opinion, though. Fair and square. I think 2 strikers along Højlund will need numbers. If we make a Giroud, Welbeck for a year, and Sesko on release clause, would be smart. Yeah, I mean, in a way, I mean, Martial is going. Martial's definitely going. That's the 300 of the wage bill. We bring in a Sesko, and we potentially bring a third striker, and God knows what's going to happen to Mason Greenwood as well. So we don't really know. All we know is we are set for 1 striker, 1 central defender, or 1 left back, 2 central defenders, and a midfielder. So who the midfielder is, we're going to find out. It's going to be a very busy summer, to be honest. And I believe that we're going to see a lot of outs. And I believe that we're going to see a lot of those signings that we didn't expect. You know, we've been heavily linked to Juventus. That story will not go away with the centre back in terms of, you know, oh God, I'm still doozy. I can't even speak at the moment, but I'm getting by. I mentioned his name before. Anyway, you know who I'm talking about anyway. So, yeah, I mean, it's going to be an interesting summer, like, you know, because at the end of the day, like, you know, we're approaching that window. We are coming into April very soon, right? And players coming back for internationals. Bruno is coming back because he's not going to play for Portugal anymore. That's good. Dalot as well. So it's going to be interesting summer to see. I mean, I believe that it's going to be the best summer we ever seen in a long time. And Manchester United is going to try to make the business quick, according to my opinion as well, what I've been heard, because they are going for a, you know, international tour again to US, right? Eva, I agree with you that you're saying that Højlund is a purple patch at the moment. I count stats from week 1, not 6 weeks ago. Everyone sees football differently. You're a referee as well, like, you know. At the end of the day, I don't judge Højlund as of yet. He's still young. He's still his first season. But what he's done this first season so far, it's been amazing, right? It's been amazing. Lucky you haven't been in a home game since Jose Mourinho. Oh my God. Same as me then. 43 likes. Come on, guys. Come in and talk to me. Have your say. Whatever you're drinking, let me know. As I posted a link here as well. Right. Nobody. Right. Cool. Cheers then. Whatever. Let me know what you're drinking. I'm just having a Diet Coke. What else? Nothing to talk about. No news. And this is kind of good. I think we needed this international break, right? The win against Liverpool was euphoric. You know, I personally thought it was an iconic victory. And I think that Liverpool supporters were shocked by the judge of the reactions. And you hear stories that the Liverpool players urged Southgate to bring in Kobe Mainoo into the senior first team. And I think that's good. But one thing that I don't trust is Southgate himself, right? His ability to ruin players, he's done it before, right? If you all remember the penalty shootout, right? That was horrible. The ones that missed the penalties was almost banished, except Saka, though. That's a story for itself. Yeah, what you saying? Yeah. Who has been the best striker at United, according to you, Mick? Oh, man. Fuck me. Wayne Rooney, Ronaldo. I mean, there's been so many of them, like Van Persie. Dude, Van Nistelrooy, I mean, come on. Depends on which era, like, but Rooney, you can't estimate Rooney what he did. 100%. The kid is a madness. And by the way, his son, Kai Rooney, has his father's genes. He's 15 years old and ripping up trees at the moment. Big up, Mick, what you're saying here. Keep up the good work. And this Ineos, it's shake up. Trust me, nothing will change. Top 4 struggle season after season. Don't fall for the media bait. I'm not falling for the media bait. But I certainly believe that it's in our hands when we return back. I believe that Postecoglou and Unai Emery will bottle it, right? I certainly believe. Okay, this is, Postecoglou's first season in Prem. And you see the number of tough fixtures, what they have compared to us. It's just up to us now to just have that determination, play it like a cup final. And when we return back from the internationals, we will have almost a full fit squad. So we'll finish off strong. So Premier League and Code, in my opinion, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And it's the way you're finishing the league. So anything can happen. And I believe in this team can do it. I don't see that players are down-tooling Ten Hag. Not for the result of the Liverpool. I saw players that were playing for the badge, for the manager, for the fans. And I'm dying to see, can this be replicated for the rest of the season? So that's my opinion, though. Oh, yeah. That's your striker, Robin. RVN for you. Yeah, I see that. I haven't been to home games since Dave Sexton. Oh, my God. You're old. You're old then. Well, I haven't been there since Jose Mourinho, to be honest, either. That's like 6 years ago. I did go to Bangkok last season. No, it was season before the pre-tour. And I was at the pre-tour in Bangkok Stadium. That was beautiful to see, right? What you're saying here. Rasmus' all-round play impressed me. Can't judge him just on the goals. We are more on the team with him. And this side frees up the wide players 100%. So Rasmus Højlund means so much for the team. 100%. We have Shay. Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Oh, Shay, the Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
What you on? What's on your mind, Shay? Talk to us.
I don't mind United.
You don't mind?
Yeah, I don't mind Man United.
No, that's cool. Taken from a rival. You're an Arsenal supporter. But how do you see it from a rival perspective? Do you see these media stories being totally, utterly BS? Or do you see there has something in it? Or what's your thoughts on as a rival?
Yeah, 100% agree with you. All your thoughts.
That this is more the ESPN agenda driving this, right?
Yeah, I 100% agree with everything what you said.
So Shay, interesting that you're calling in. So you being an Arsenal supporter, you remember that 2 seasons when Arteta was at the helm, you finished 8th. And your fan base were calling for his head, right? You did the sensible thing. You stuck with him and look where you are now. Right?
We are first.
Were you one of them that were, Arteta out, or were you backing him?
I don't know. I was backing him when he won us the FA Cup in 2020, I believe. Was it right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we beat Liverpool at the Community Shield in 2021.
Yes.
And then we beat City at 2023. And I cannot decide. I'm in the middle. If he don't win us the Champions League, he's out of my club.
Okay. Interesting because you're perfect. I mean, I don't mind Arsenal. If you ask me who do you want me to win the league, currently it's City, Arsenal, Liverpool, right? In the race. Yeah. For me, I don't want City to do another 4P, those cheating bastards. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Because we all know they're cheating. We all know that.
Yeah.
And I despise Liverpool so much that it's not a joke, right? So it only leads down to one that deserves it, and it's kind of Arsenal. You haven't won a title for 30 years, right?
Yeah.
So you deserve it.
Mm.
But on the other hand, your fan base is freaking annoying. If you win it, we'll hear it for years. But I take that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So cool. So how's your Friday so far, my friend?
Good. I've been doing some working.
What do you do for work, mate? Are you there? Oh, bad internet. Shay, you there? Shay, the Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're there. So what's your
Yeah.
message to United fan from an
Can
Arsenal
you hear me?
perspective? Yeah, I can hear you. What's your take on this? Should we just stick to the manager, or do you reckon we should sack him? Don't.
Yeah. If he don't win the next game, I think he has to go. Like,
Doesn't remember. Oh yeah, I don't know. Doesn't really make sense. There's like 9 games left of the season. Doesn't really make sense to sack a manager right now. I'll personally say stick with him to the end of the season, to the summer, and assess it.
yeah.
I personally don't think it's been a torrid season. I'm not in or out. I'm just putting myself as a doubt, and for a specific reason, Shay, is because I'm not player FC. I'm not manager in or out. I want him to succeed. I want the players to play for the badge, play for the fans, play for the team, and just prove it that you have standards, right? It's all about high standards. So the Liverpool game was a pinnacle for me. Like, they actually proved it to me that, fuck me, I can play for this badge and play for the fans, and the manager did something madness there. So that for me was kind of like, yeah, I'm swayed up to in. I'm going to back this team. I'm going to back because I want Manchester United to finish as high up. I want to play Champions League 100%. And by the looks of it, Shay, right now, 5th gives you Champions League. You reckon United will finish 5th or 4th from an Arsenal perspective? You do? Whoa,
Yeah.
big up. Oh,
Yeah.
Are you sure you're an Arsenal fan?
Yes, I'm
Fuck
sure.
off.
I'm the nicest Arsenal fan in the world.
Oh, you're so nice. Thank you. Normally, like, Arsenal fans will give you shit to say, like, yeah. You will not even to finish 5th. It's good to hear. Thank you for your positivity. Anyway.
I'm always the nicest Arsenal fan in the world.
Yeah. Arsenal haven't won a title for 30 years. That is correct, right?
Yeah. We only won 5 FA Cups last couple.
Right. Now we are meeting Coventry in the semi-final FA Cup. I wouldn't say it's a walk in the park, but that is a good draw. Who do you think is going to end up in the finals in the FA Cup then?
United v Chelsea.
You think Chelsea's going to get the better of City?
Yeah, I don't want City to get the treble.
No. Of course not. Wow, that'd be something. Chelsea versus United in the FA Cup.
Yeah.
That'd be
If
interesting.
you're hearing this, Chelsea, Dan, you will beat City and United will win the FA Cup.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No. Anyway, this season has been so split, and it's so you can't even say anything before you get jumped on social media. It's been very ridiculous. Like, it's one-sided, right? And I think that it's my conclusion, though, Shay, that there's certain media apparatus that starts identifying the weakest link. They know they're attached to Manchester United news correspondents, but they're not really supporting, or Arsenal. And their job is just to fuel you, to divide you. And this is what I've been seeing. And I'm just saying this got to stop, right? This has to stop. We're here for footballing matters, not for these gash stories, right? Unfortunately. 50 likes, people, and 72 watching. Big up to you. Yup, Barman, what you're saying here.
Smash the like
Big up
button.
to you. Smash the like button. You know how to smash the like button.
Yeah.
Man.
And I just retweet your stream for you again.
Thank you so much. Otherwise, it is like your manager said.
It's embarrassing. It's a disgrace. That's what it is, a disgrace.
And it's a disgrace, Shay. It's a disgrace. Because at the end of the day, we're going to call this spade a spade. Like, this has to be stopped, right? Gareth Southgate, get out of here. Why in Liverpool being linked to him? Honest to God, Liverpool is looking for a manager. Graham Potter as well. Roberto De Zerbi, who actually bottled it. Thomas Frank, Tuchel, no thank you. Julen Lopetegui, Zidane, yeah, perhaps. Ruben Amorim, Julian Nagelsmann. There's nothing there that rings that is world class. Would you argue that Zidane had it easy at Real Madrid?
50-50.
I mean, look at the squad he was managing.
Yeah.
I don't know. We need a proper manager that could work with youth. And so far, what we've seen is Ten Hag has been giving youth the chance. So in my opinion, he ain't going nowhere. I don't think so. They're not going to be able to pay him out 10 million plus his backroom stuff. You know what I mean? And I'm just thank you for calling in, because I just take Arsenal as a prime example. You guys, second season, you finished 8-8. You were calling for his head and you stuck with him, and look where you are now. It takes 3 seasons to sort of get you going, doesn't it? Because what was it that Arteta had the privilege to do? He had the chance to get rid of all your deadwoods, right? Which was like Aubameyang, the bum.
Lacazette,
Xhaka. Who else?
Kieran Tierney for a loan. Hector Bellerin.
Bellerin as well, yeah.
And what's his name? Oh, it's gone out my head. The one, William, William as well. Duncan Bolito, was Klopp fat-shaming a journalist and storming off his Kevin Keegan moment? Yes, he did. He fat-shamed that Danish reporter. What a child. What a prat, Anyway, even Southgate, he would have won that Real Madrid treatment. Yeah, you make a valid point there, Rashmin, what I'm saying. Even Southgate would have won something with that Real Madrid team. The same thing applies to, Jose Mourinho said finishing second and winning Europa League with Manchester United was his greatest achievement. And he had a point, right? But Jose Mourinho, Conte, and Zidane, they are managers that they buy old ready-made players, and they have a short-term plan to win. And same thing what Chelsea's been doing as well. I don't think United is looking for that. I think we are looking for long-term vision to bring in the youth, managing, getting a couple signing with the mix with the senior squad and go from there, I think. But Zidane, I don't know. He's out of job. He doesn't want to coach, what I heard. Why would he? He's already won everything that he can. He's living the good life. There is no other managers out there, right? Yeah, 100% agree.
Yeah. Would you take Klopp to Arsenal?
I don't know.
I'm bantering you, man. Seriously. Lillis is saying stick to Zidane. Zidane is a hype coach, 100% overrated. Yeah, overrated, but I do respect him in a way. I respect every manager out there. 51 likes. The temperature is rising. If you can get up to 100, that'd be perfect.
Get to 100 likes in this video. Hit that 100
in
like
retrospective
goal.
as well. Yeah, in retrospective. Anyway, so I hope you all guys having a fantastic evening. I'm just so tired of this media gash. It's been...
Same.
Right. Jarvis is in the house.
Always.
What you saying here, Jarvis? Yeah. How's the Mourinho in one? I can't really. Can you see? How's the Mourinho? Jarvis, are you drunk? I can't read that. So 3 times. This is a Mourinho. Respect, I guess. Respect. Jarvis, you want to come in and pop in and have your say? We deserve better is here, 100%. Jose Mourinho finished second was his greatest achievement. He would say that to justify not winning the league with those players he had. 100%, man. 100%. Mental ball game all the way from India. How you doing, man? Are you there? Good evening, sir. MBG, are you there? MBG.
Yeah, can you hear me, man?
Yes, you're here. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
No, not too bad. Chilling Friday, you know.
I was sitting
Anesthetics is.
chill.
You can hear me slurring still. Like I pulled the wisdom tooth. Like I hate it.
You're lucky. You're lucky you had anesthetics. I've had to take outside anesthetics to get to
Oh
the
fuck
stage
me.
where you at, man.
You're
No.
still
I
alive.
was chilling. I was chilling and drinking, man. Nothing else. I was
Oh my god.
just
Without
having a beer.
anesthetics. That's a man with the chest there. MBG, the man with the chest, pulled the wisdom tooth without anesthetics. Big on. So, mate,
Yeah.
what's on your mind? I mean, everything that we discussed here, like call it for what it is. Do you call it bullshit, or do you call it there's something in it?
I think I've never seen a United manager being attacked so much by the media. No, not even Mourinho, not even Ole. The agenda against Ten Hag is so strong by the media. I don't know why. And I
I
think
know.
even when we were going to appoint him, everyone, including our ex-players and the legends, wanted Pochettino. And just the fact that Ten Hag got the job over Pochettino, I think those guys haven't been able to digest the fact
Yeah,
that United brought Ten Hag over Pochettino, and they've
true.
been at it. They've been at it since the beginning. I mean, this
Interesting.
guy, this guy, he's been handling so many off-field issues. He's handling the takeover of one of the biggest sports franchises in the world. He's handling players not behaving themselves, players going on social media and disrespecting the manager, the star player, probably one of the best players in the world, throwing tantrums and affecting the dressing room. And he's
True.
handling all that, and he takes the team to third position last season, wins a trophy, and he's still fighting for the top four even with so many injuries this season. I
That's
don't know what
remarkable.
else. I don't know what else people expect from a manager.
That is, when you put it in that perspective, it's quite remarkable where you're sitting now. And despite everything that's been going on, 100%. I mean, you strike me as a man that sees it like I do from a 360 holistic perspective. You're
Yeah, I mean,
absolutely
you
right.
have to. You have
But
to,
you got
right?
to understand, who is driving this agenda. You put two and two together. I called out the names. And ESPN, which is one of the biggest sports conglomerate out there. If you just tune in, they have this anti-United everything, and the two journalists has been banned from the press conference, including Samuel Lockhurst as well. And every time you see on Twitter, it's the same journalists that are driving this, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Because
they should probably rename ESPN to Liverpool Retirement Home, man.
absolutely Liverpool FC fan channel, that's what it is,
Yeah,
100%. You have two pundits that are ex-Liverpool players, Craig Burley, and what's the other, the one with the bottlenecks?
Steve
Steve
Nicol.
Nicol, yeah, the one with the fish bottle. I'll be careful what I say here, but you know what I mean. Fish
Mm.
eyes, right? Anti. Shaka is also a little bit his slop, unfortunately. But the
Yeah.
two journalists, they are the ones that have been driving it, Rob Dawson and Mark Ogden, right? And they've been writing a lot of shit, fabricating stories. We heard the fabrication stories when he said where Rob Dawson was actually, I think it was Ogden, the protecting Harry Maguire. He made up a story, something that was some bullshit. He got called out as well. So there's definitely when the mouse is out, the cat come out. When the cat is gone, the mouse come out to play. What they say, and now it's international break. But that's my take on it. But stay with me. I have another theory.
Go ahead.
I think also they can be the club doing this on purpose, feeding out the PR team saying Southgate, because they already made up their mind with to keep Ten Hag. So therefore, they're putting the worst case scenario out there. So once they're going to announce that we're going to keep Ten Hag, there's going to be, thank God for that. You know what I mean? It could be that reverse strategy as well. A food for thought.
That's a unique way of looking at it, but yeah, I like the way you think, man.
It's PR one-on-one playbook. That's what I tend to do. You use certain journalists, you throw out leaks to kind of like a little bit of a pulse survey to see what your customers are thinking, right? Right. If I was Coca-Cola, I was thinking I'm going to release the new flavor Coca-Cola with mint. That doesn't go together, right? Mint.
No.
It's like, no, I'm not going to drink that. And you backlash and say, oh, by the way, we're going to keep the original recipe. Here you go. Yeah, thank God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Negative, positive PR. What's it called? 100%. PR. If you control PR, you control people's mind. Glazes out what you're saying here. Anyway, thank you. Hope you're having a fantastic. Where are you calling from? You're calling from India somewhere.
No. I'm basically from India, but I'm based in UK.
Are you based in UK? Oh, there you
Yeah.
go. How's the weather in UK?
Yeah, it's cloudy and rainy. What's new?
Fantastic.
It's typical British weather.
British
But it's
weather.
getting better. It's getting better. At least it's not that cold anymore.
Yep. Well, you're heading towards summer. We're heading towards a crescendo very soon. I miss Premier League, but at the same time, guys, it's so good to have a break, right? Isn't it?
Yeah,
Right.
I can watch England,
Oh yeah, you're gonna watch England.
Brazil
by the way-
tomorrow.
They're playing who tomorrow?
Brazil.
Brazil. Bloody hell, there's gonna be a good one. Brazil. I was watching Sweden getting battered by Portugal yesterday, 5-1. Right? That was a good game. Not. Sweden has the new manager in there, like the Danish guy, and they lost 5-1. Bruno Fernandes scored. Bruno Fernandes was fantastic. So yeah, all good. Gareth Southgate will absolutely. Do you think Gareth Southgate's gonna lose tomorrow? Or do you think we're gonna win? We have a fantastic squad.
I think he's going to win. Brazil have pretty much got a first 11 out injured at the moment.
Yeah.
So they've got enough good players in the B team as well. But I think he's going to win. He wins the matches that don't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rush Main is coming in here. Gareth Southgate will refuse to speak to clubs about potential next job while still at England manager amid links to Manchester United. That's 100%. You know what? In the summer, you have the fucking Euros, right? He's still contracted as an England manager. I don't think so, man. Brazil tomorrow, 7 p.m. I'll be there. Maybe we'll do a watch along with Poppy. Anyway.
Yeah, I will
Guys,
be there with you.
Yep. Guys, by the way, I think it's time to end the stream and go over to Happy Hour Poppy's channel, right? It's
everyone hit
cool.
that like button, subscribe, put the notification bell on.
Yeah. Thank you, Shay, as well for coming in, and thank you, Mental Ball Game. Thank you also. It's time to wrap up the studio. Where can people find you, by the way, Mental Ball Game?
Yeah, it's my channel's name is same Mental Ball Game.
Fantastic.
I hold live streams from time to time, but I keep removing those streams. So if you go to my
Why?
channel, you'll probably just see one stream. Because as I said earlier, also I'm not doing it for likes and subscribes or anything. What I do is I just hold live streams from time to time, and it's for people to come in and just pour their heart out and get their thoughts out, so that even if it makes them feel 1% better, I'm glad for it, man. That's my target.
Is it football related or is it just mental health related?
I started it thinking that it'll be probably football related, but the last couple of streams that I've done, I haven't really talked about football. I let people decide the agenda on the stream. Whoever's coming on, I let them decide what they want to talk about, and then we just talk.
And that's so important, because there's a lot of people that don't have anyone to talk to. We used to do that Mental United, because being a fan and being on social media, you don't know what to believe anymore, and it's kind of affecting your mental health as well. But at the end of the day, it's just a game, right? It's a game.
Yeah.
So big up everyone. Go check out Mental Ball Game, up and coming channel. Thank you for calling in as well. So have a fantastic weekend ahead, and I appreciate you calling in.
Cheers, mate. Thanks for having me.
Good to speak to you again, my brother.
Yeah, same here, mate.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Okay, guys, so that's going to wrap up the stream here. Initially, it was so good to come in and talk to the community, just open up the floodgates, hear what you have to say. But my fellow colleague, Football Power Hour, is having his Friday night special. You know, the Play Cahoots, where everyone can play the game. You just follow it. It's a quiz show. It's a fantastic quiz show. Go tune into Football Power Hour He's live going right now. I think in 10 minutes, go play the game, have fun, pour up whatever you drink and kick up your feet. And thank you for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate it. Even if you are looking in retrospective, give us a little bit of a cheeky like. And again, if you have subscribed, I urge you to check your subscription, check that notification button, and do allow all notification, because some people just press subscribe, but you don't get notified if we go live or if we upload any content. So if you do press allow all notification, you never miss a stream when we go live or upload a video. Please, it's going to take you just a couple of seconds to do. But big up for all of you for coming in here. Thank you for everything. Thank you for being such an amazing, amazing community. Eva Bosic as well. Thank you for your comments as well. That's it, guys. This is Friday. I wish you could have a fantastic evening and remaining of the weekend. Some positivities. Glory, glory, Manchester United. Take it easy and see you to the next time. Good night. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching MUFC Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials.